Ring game taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, it's shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jesus Shuttleworth the God, aka the GOAT Artist, aka the LB Lauderdale Boss. I'm Capitan. RingGameRadio.com is in the building. Shout out to everybody else from the group that's not here with us. And we're just putting in work, holding it down. So you know what it is. We back Monday night.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You already know who this is. Your boy King P. Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. Let me guess. You're going to ask me who's banned.
Yes.
The Swifties. Y'all are banned. I'm tired of y'all Swifties. I don't care about none of y'all. Y'all can go somewhere. Just not at the bodega. And Steve Weisfeld got to go too. He's retired. That 117, 111 card for T.O. was ridiculous. So, you out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those they can get that motherfucker out of there too. Especially them fucking Swifties, man. I am absolutely fucking tired of Taylor Swift. I'm tired every single time the motherfucker on the field does scores a touchdown or catches. They show her like smiling and shit and jumping up and down. Like, cut that shit out, NFL. Like, I came to watch the football game, not a plain looking white girl in a $1 million booth.
Yeah, shouts out to Ice Spice though, you know, being the token black friend and shit, right?
Right. Yeah, she was looking very tokenish in there. I'm not gonna lie, But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's fly? It's Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff, Title Town, Ringing Radio. You know what it is. Let's get it.
Okay, Pilot DC, he stayed remixing, bro. You know, that's Conscious Pilot, though. He stays elevating above the clouds, you dig? So yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh, looks like we got a troll in here. We got someone called Hustler X512XS. The first one says trash, and then he says white girls better than black girls. Whatever floats your boat, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, shit. You know, that's on you, bruh. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone has their preferences, I guess. You know, but yeah, man. You know, this, things we're going to definitely bring up. But it seemed like one of the things that's been going on lately, especially in the Twitterverse regarding boxing, is the comments of one Monster Inouye, who made some pretty choice comments in Ring Magazine. And let me just quote it verbatim. Inouye talked about his performance versus Stephen Fulton. I think it was perfect from start to the finish. I could easily see what he was thinking. I don't know if it's because he's American, but he doesn't like getting punched in the face. Their boxing style is different from the Japanese fighters who fight with Yamato Damashi, which is, I guess, is Japanese spirit. Well, I think there are some fighters in the USA who fight like that, but probably not many. And it's just a simple excerpt, but when that shit got posted, damn, it seemed like everyone felt some sort of way about Monster talking that shit, and it's just like, well, number one, like, niggas, because, when we talked about Monster versus Fulton, we all mentioned that there was a lot of ignorance that was just being posted left and right, it's like, about Monster and his competition and the way he fights in and stuff like that. And of course, and then once Monster did what Monster usually does, then you have actual boxing channels talking about, thinking that they know boxing, talking about, well, I was never familiar with what he looked like. I was just like, I always heard the name. I know he was overhyped. I never watched him fight. I just wanted to just pick Fulton, and it was nasty work. Like, it was a lot of incompetence. There's also this, obviously, the same week as Spence and Crawford, and some of the ignorance kind of doubled down even after that. But yeah, motherfuckers were getting heated. Like, it's like, well, you need to move up to grown man divisions, fight at 130, which is ironic because 130 is not the 130, 122, 130, 135
A lot of the casual shit did come out though. What they call them sperm weight, or trying to diss on the smaller weights now, because it happened before, but now Inouye said that now fuck the smaller weights.
Yeah, but it's how you got called 130 or 135 a big boy division? Like it's not that. I mean, there are divisions, but like they're both small. Like they're small weights. One is like one.
I mean, lightweight is small. They get junior lightweight is even smaller. Like
but it's like they're talking about big boy weights is like. And of course we all know the reason why is because obviously these niggas always like they don't know the division, so it's like, oh yeah, why don't you go fight Tank? Why don't you go?
Yeah, that's the closest name they could think of. It's like Tank, like yo, get off that nigga dick, son. Like y'all chill with that shit. Like we want to see Tank fight other people.
They're bringing up Tank because he's the only American that they know that they think could really beat him. Because these other, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm okay if you want to root for the Americans, but like, it's just funny. It's funny. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm
just sitting back laughing.
What'd you say, Pilot?
I didn't say it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's just weird too. If it's not him, it's Floyd's little protege. I guess he's a lightweight too. So he's like, yo, why you gonna
Tank Junior?
Yeah.
That's all I see with that nigga.
Well, Kamir's at 126 right now, but obviously, he'll be moving up in weight.
Yeah, and it's like, why? And for some reason, there's a strong belief they said they could beat Monster. Monster has maybe 20-something fights, but he's packed in a lot of world-class experience. He's held a world title since his 6th pro fight. Moton has not even come close to that. Like,
he's got potential, but yeah, it's kind of a little too early for all that shit. He's got potential. I can't deny his potential. I mean,
why that kid has talent, he doesn't have monster talent. Like if they actually made a fight with him and Monster would pretty much destroy him up and down, would kick his ass. Like, I know motherfuckers don't want to hear that shit, but that's exactly what would happen. And then
I mean, can somebody just be good and just that's it? Niggas got to be on some. But I'll get my big brother Tank.
Yeah, it's like Tank. Tank. I mean, if you want him to fight Tank should go up and wait and go fight Crawford or go fight at 154. Then, if you want him, if you want him to be beating up on someone he's currently 3 divisions below, like you should be making Tank go up and wait and actually fight some of these dudes.
Well, there's rumors of him fighting Ben, but you know how that goes.
Yeah, it's like,
man, yo, real talk. I feel like niggas gave Tank some money or some shit and say, look, man, no one cares that Conor Ben just fought. We need his name ringing, buzzing a little bit for a couple weeks or a couple days. Here, man, tweet some shit about this dude. Niggas zelled them or cashed out them fucking 10 racks or some shit, and then boom. Because this shit just came out of nowhere. It just feels so orchestrated. Because, like, dude, nobody cares about Conor Ben right now. And it's like the most popular dude in boxing brings him up out of nowhere. Like, fuck out of here. Like, no one's asking for this fight. Nobody. Shout out to Chris Brand, salute, what it do, and Rob B, what it do. It was good.
Yeah, it's like, you motherfuckers, like I say, it's good. Like I say, if you want to support an American fighter or whatever, that's whatever. But goddamn, use some fucking sense. Like, it's just like, I mean, I know they brought up Bruce Shushu character, and truthfully, that could possibly be a fight, but down the line, but not. I mean, Shushu.
He's kind of old for a prospect. He's 27ish, but still, yeah. But
that fight still ain't. Maybe 2 years down the line. Like,
yeah. Right. No, I mean, the thing is, like, for me, like, of course, it becomes a race thing, but just be mad at Fulton for fighting scary. I mean, not
scary. Yeah, that's all it is, really.
I'm not generalize all these. I don't. Anyway, might have been a little shade, but anyway, wasn't talking shit about every black fighter that exists. I'm just saying.
No, he's getting credit. It's like. All he's doing is basically what niggas seen Crawford do all year with Spence with the whole extended victory lap. It's just the thing is, Monster's not downplaying nobody. He just basically coming out saying, look, man, y'all always tell me about all these urban fighters, black fighters, yada, yada, yada. So, y'all chose the biggest, best one available for me to fight. I moved up in weight to fight him, and look, he fought scary. Yeah, I beat his ass. It was an easy fight. It is what it is. Like, next, like, that was it. Like, it wasn't he ain't shit. He didn't try. He wasn't even spitting no hard bars. Like, it was just some real, like.
I mean, even then, because that quote that was up, it wasn't the quote about like black fighters. That was like American fighters. He only fought 2 American fighters, like Antonio Nieves.
But you know, everybody's internalizing as black.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's stupid because that's like not every black fighter has the same style. So like that in and of itself, not every American.
It's not even a generalization. People shouldn't even take serious like that.
No, that's but that's what I'm saying with these people, with some of these idiots. You know, it is what it is. But like there was the question that went specifically into the race thing, because like his comment was like about like Americans in general, and some people were like, well, when he means American, he means Black American. I'm like, no, because he mentioned Antonio Nieves, and Antonio Nieves ain't a Black American. Like, he's an American, but he's a Puerto Rican. So like, what are we talking about? So, but then like, I guess the quote of here.
Hold on, like, is he a Black Puerto Rican? Okay, there's a bunch of them niggas running around. I don't know.
Well, Matias is one, but he don't have that urban style. So like, point taken.
But either way,
but like.
Oh, go ahead, Pete.
No, I was going to say the quote, because the quote that wasn't up there, I went and I read more, and I found another quote, and it was this. They asked, much was made in the U.S. about you facing an African-American boxer for the first time before your challenge to Fulton. What did you feel when you shared the ring with him? And he said, I don't know if it was because Fulton was black, but somehow I felt different. His boxing style was different, but the mental aspect was more important to the fight. I think Fulton's body language was pretty obvious during the fight. I didn't have a hard time reading him. I really don't think that's a racial trait because I only had one fight against a black fighter, but that's what I felt.
Right.
So
yeah, so niggas just needed clickbait.
But obviously, I mean, you know, you come across Twitter, you see a lot of race fans, whether it be black or Mexican, so you know that the black fans that come across your timeline.
Nigga, wait. You'll find more racist Mexican fans than you'll find black fans.
You do. But I'm just saying there's pro-black fans out there, and you know that those same accounts that you always...
Wait. What is wrong with being pro-black, though?
Not pro... I mean, I'm saying, like, being race fans, and, like, there's a difference, man. I'm just saying, like, you know those accounts. There's certain accounts. I'm not gonna...
Honestly, I want to call them clout accounts, clout fans.
But
like, they just go after what's hot.
But we see those accounts...
who's undefeated, that's who they dick ride.
We know which accounts we're talking. The ones you see every fucking day talking about the same shit that has a lot of followers and shit. I'm just saying you knew they were gonna take that excerpt and say fucking away in different ways. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and they were crashing. I mean, it was just like in the summertime when niggas were just crashing out for no fucking reason, and now they were crashing out again because it's like, you know, it's just like Monster. I guess it's like, you know, again, it's like, you know, some counts it's like, oh no, he fights at 208, like he can't be pound for pound or anything like that, you know, something like that. And they'll say Crawford, but then they spent most of their time shitting on Crawford, you know, via Errol Spence prior to their fight, shit like that. So it's like you gotta make it make sense, people. Like,
nobody's favorites is at the top anymore, so it's like niggas is trying to recalibrate the way they evaluate guys. Like, damn, I was hating on Crawford for like years. Fuck, I was hating on Inouye. Fucking Canelo's not fighting nobody. What the fuck? Like, who can I stand? Like, niggas having breakdowns.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but like I said though, if Monster says, you know, most Americans are fine, you're like Japanese fighters, because we've even mentioned it before. You've heard us mention unknown Asians that come out of nowhere and fuck shit up, like, you know, or the ones that just, you know, that they get in the ring and they fight, you know, they fight like the life is on the line. Yeah.
They can be outclassed, but it's like they make you work for it. Case in point, that big ass Japanese dude Rigondeaux fought. Then Kamagai against Guerrero. They're out there. Like, they be having the fighting spirit. It's fucking like, you know, he ain't want to just, because he know everybody's not up on it, but he ain't just want to say like, yo, you know, niggas in America don't be fighting like Ibo like over here. So, you know.
Right, and keep in mind, this is coming off certain performances, like what we're going to talk about with Tio and Jermaine Ortiz and shit like that, and then you have stuff like that being tried out on a main event on a big scale on a Thursday night, and it's like how can you blame Monster for not saying that shit? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's like people forget, like, yo, when's the last time you had somebody who was at the top pound for pound and you was getting knockouts from that nigga? Like you got Golovkin, and then before Golovkin, who you could go to that like was usually around the top pound for pound, top 3, and I know Crawford up there too with the knockouts, but I ain't gonna lie, it just seemed like back in the day you got more knockouts from pound for pound niggas,
right?
And so it's like you only been having a few hold it down, like especially with the Americans, because y'all had to say Crawford, Golovkin, like same era, really,
right?
Yeah.
And so that was the two that was up there, but then it's like before them, who you going back to? Roy Jones?
Yeah, it's like I mean, like so again, you can't fault Monster for saying the obvious. Like he's not wrong in what he's saying. That like he's also the person like the dude is throwing himself. His competition is steady. Like he already has a fight made. Most niggas haven't fought in a year or year and a half or 2 years. This nigga already has a fight already settled. Shit like that. And he's only 2 months removed from his last one. So it's like you can't fault him for what he's saying because he's talking the talk and he's walking the walk. You know what I'm saying? He's backing up what he's been saying. So it's like, So you can't be
just mad, yo. Like it's Monster's time right now, and people gotta understand his stardom isn't even being fully capitalized on, and he's making y'all this upset right now.
Right. Yeah, it's like when Monster kind of plays the business game, as in pretty much everyone knows now that if you want a payday, you have to go to where he wants you to go. It's like you go to Japan, and you'll get your career payday unless he decides he wants to fight in the U.S. If he wants to do it,
Which he's done a couple times. He's done a couple times. He knocked out Maloney out here.
Yeah, he's been here 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like
he also gets a career promotion if you fight him.
Yeah.
You get a shot in the arm promo wise.
Yeah.
so that's another thing. Like, so it's like he's doing everything you want boxers to do. Like, he's not giving no diva excuses when potential fights are brought up. Mm-hmm. He's not shitting on the top contender and saying, yo, he's not on my level. He's not on my level. Da 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 da. I don't want to fight this nigga. I want to fight Canelo. He's not doing none of that shit. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's on some Tyrese shit. Like, what more do you want?
Yeah,
you want him not to fight Americans because it hurts you American feelings,
right? Exactly.
Get somebody better. Like that's all it is. That's why I made the tweet with the whole. You don't tell the toughest middle schooler to start fighting high schoolers. If that's the toughest middle schooler in that middle school, then hey man, you better get another nigga from another middle school across town or down the street or some shit. We're not gonna say, hey look man, you have to start fighting motherfucking kids in high school. Like no, like that don't happen unless he clears the whole board of middle schoolers. Mm-hmm. So until Inoue really cleared the board of all the potential challengers he had right now floating at his weight or the weight above him, y'all could chill with all these damn Tank talks and TED talks and this talk. And
he probably tops out at one. I mean, he probably tops out at 130 to be honest. But I don't know
Tank talks and TED talks.
Tank talk. No, but I'm saying
that's all it is. Like, welcome to my TED talk. Hey, yo, what the fuck, man? This nigga need to fight Inoue, man.
For me, after Neri, like, I know he wrecks Goodman and MJ, so after Neri, I'm selfish. I want to see him move up to featherweight, but I get if he physically doesn't want to do that. Then,
no.
I mean, he'll have no choice if he stays clearing these niggas off the board. So,
I mean, it's going to happen. I've been wanting to see that Neri fight, but after Neri, I'm like, you can move up, bro. But hey, if you want to make paydays fighting MJ and shit, well,
Yeah, and pretty much we know MJ and Neri are going to be the fights. Are almost like going to be next, like for him. And it's good because he's actually one of the few fighters that actually plans like the fights. You see the progression and he makes them. Like there's no bullshit. It's like okay, yeah, we're making this fight. Contract is signed. Yeah, and it is there. Like that's. I mean, most fighters should actually try to emulate what Monster is doing. Like there's no bullshit.
I guess a few people were mad because it leaves out the suspension of like, okay, who is he fighting next? But yeah, that's a problem. There's too much suspension in boxing. Like we need to start seeing like some type of clear paths being made. Like, okay, these two guys fight, so that leads to this fight. This nigga said he's gonna fight 3 times next year, and 2 of them gonna be against these guys. That's what we want. Enough of this damn, spectator mode shit niggas be on with the, next week on Boxing Twitter Z. Does Canelo do this? Does Inoue do that?
Right?
Does Crawford fight in Namek? It's just like, no, we don't give a fuck. Like, tell us the real shit. Like, cut all the other bullshit. Like we good, bro. Like, focus on like real fights, the tangible shit that gonna happen, and enough of the damn TED Talk specials y'all niggas be trying to do on the same 3-4 fighters, like every fucking time. Like, did we talk about Haney, Ricardo Garcia getting made? I mean, what's his nigga name?
Ryan Garcia, nigga.
Yeah, right.
The push heard around the state.
Yeah, hold on. When was that fight? That fight got made after Monday or before?
After, but I mean, yeah, we didn't pod because of the Tio fight that we could have probably just podcasted.
Oh yeah, so yeah, like see, and that's the thing, like that fight basically came about because niggas ain't know what Tank was gonna do. Rolly fucking said, you know what, let me fight Cruz because that's probably an easier fight or maybe more of my level. You know what, fucking Rolly said, I want to fight Cruz because I want to relive 2022, 2021. So, hey, that's cool because that frees up Tank. So that's why niggas is looking at like, we actually might have a good fight on our hands. So, and then when niggas hear like, oh shit, with Haney and Ryan Garcia, and I can't hate on that fight because Ryan Garcia been trying to make fights, Haney been trying to make fights until these niggas say, you know what, we got enough fucking clout, we got enough juice, momentum. You coming off a win, I'm coming off a win. Let's make a fight. Niggas been wanting it. We already got a history. Boom. Like that's how shit should be made. Like,
yeah,
fight being made now is actually better than it could have been back then. Like, and this is one of the rare moments I'll say that because niggas used to kill me with the Floyd Pacquiao. Oh, it was made at the right time. No, the fuck it wasn't. Don't give me that shit. Like, now y'all could say this on this one. Now people could be like, oh, well, Tank. I mean, Ryan Garcia already got brutally stopped. That was nothing brutal about Tank stopping him, and we knew that was going to happen. We needed to see that fight. The sport needed that fight at the time, but we all know Ryan Garcia should have been at 140 or some shit. Like, so he
wasn't Mando. I mean, the people say Ryan wasn't Mando for Haney, but even Haney was a quote unquote email champ even before that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So you can't say this one fight with Tank just ruins all of that. No, they already have a history. Yeah, he was the Mando previously.
Ryan takes these fights. I mean, like say what you will, but I mean, at least Ryan maybe he's catching out early, but at least he's fighting the guys.
He's taking them. And remember, his last fight even had an element of danger. It wasn't like he fought some total scrub. Yeah. So I'm not even mad at this shit. Right. Let him go. I mean, the little push back and shove shit was like orchestrated as fuck, but it still comes off better than Canelo Jacobs because that shit was just super forced.
Yeah,
like super forced. But I like this fight. It's cool, and it shows. Yeah, we're in Las Vegas. We don't need to be in Egypt or wherever the fuck.
Just nigga, yeah.
Fighting on temples and magic carpets and shit, nigga. Yeah. So we back here in America, the home of the fighters that y'all said are not are soft in a way.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, like I said, with Inouye, like I said, man, obviously, motherfuckers will throw until he loses to somebody. Preferably, I know people want him to lose to somebody black. I just have that feeling, like you just
they won't even accept a loss from anybody else at this point. It's like he ain't black, he ain't lose.
He ain't lose. Yeah, he just, you know what I'm saying. But yeah,
hold on, salute Miss Rashid. What it do? Clueless on the boxing, but showing love. Nah, we appreciate it. Now stick around. I mean, we're gonna talk about Raising Canaan too. Like, we're gonna end with that. So we're gonna
absolutely
might mention a sandwich poll or topic or whatever the fuck. Who knows, man? Ring Gang, you never know what you're gonna get.
Right, no, but yeah, like you motherfuckers, if you motherfuckers want to be angry about something, be angry at Tank for not announcing a fucking fight yet. And granted, he has legal issues, but it's like
And hold on, just to add to that, be mad at Tank for not announcing a fight and letting his biggest potential fight his biggest fucking win.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, fam, and I can't blame him because if you dick around too long with these niggas waiting for their next move, you'll end up 3 months gone.
Right.
And these niggas already don't fight enough. So if y'all want to call this a gimme fight for Haney, fuck it. He deserved it. He fought Regis. He fought Lomachenko. Trying to fight better niggas. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, y'all niggas mad at Inoue still? Man up. Hey, just the time is gonna come, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the thing with boxing. You don't know who's going to step up and take their time, take their moment. Remember, Tapales fought way better than we all anticipated.
Exactly.
But to all the Haney fans, I'm just saying, I mean, I know you can mention the rehydration clause, but to all the Haney fans that say, oh, Haney has a way better resume than Tank, he's fighting, I'm not saying he's fighting a leftover, but he's kind of fighting the guy Tank to stop. So you don't need to stop that.
Nah, but he's fighting them without draining them.
Without draining
no,
them?
No catch weight,
no rehydration. You're right.
No catch weight, no rehydration.
Thank you. And it's for a title.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, low-key, Haney always kind of one-ups Tank for the significance of his fights. Remember, when Tank was fighting fucking Ryan Garcia, Lomachenko Haney was being made.
Yeah.
Which was the significant. You had to fight for the Shutterworks and the Casuals with Tank Ryan, and then you had the Pat Scorpio fight with Lomachenko Haney.
At that fucking analogy, nigga, you stupid.
I mean, nigga, that's literally what it was. Like, we had to bitch and moan all the way up into the fight, and then we literally like, all right, guys, I know y'all let LB have his fight, but we'll be back next week to talk about Haney Lomachenko. Yeah. Oh, and shout out to Blueface because he was a part of the whole lead up because we did have a great interview with him for the co-main, which we wanted to fucking see. We was hyped, so yeah, like, so we fuck with all of that, but it is what it is. The right person to come along, man. Sometimes y'all could be hyping up one guy to be the dude. Like, y'all niggas thought Michael Grant was the one.
I did, nigga. I thought that.
No, not you. I'm just saying there was niggas.
Yeah, because nigga, I hated Lennox Lewis, bro. I wanted this nigga knocked out. I couldn't stand him, bro.
I fuck with Lennox. I fuck with that, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted him.
Man, you sound like a Lennox Lewis fan, though. I could see Pilot being a Lennox Lewis.
I'm just saying, even though I was really paused with Big Daddy Riddick Bowe, but didn't have the work ethic. But those were the better days of heavyweight, at least.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Damn, hold on. We can't even segue into a heavyweight topic because there's no heavyweight shit to talk about.
To talk about.
That would have been a perfect segue, nigga. Like, hold on, we gonna give you another lob, Pilot. Hold on. Fuck. I can't even think of one, nigga. Pat, you do it.
Oh man, see that's because because we were supposed to have if Fury and Usyk kept their original date. Instead of this cut, instead of again a cut, yeah, that would have been this coming Saturday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on, wait, hold on. Speaking of Saturday, I see Blazing Killer comment. Y'all can talk about UFC this Saturday. Man, if Android catches this comment, bro,
he hates
you lost your fucking blood clot, man.
He hates. I'm gonna say hate, but he doesn't like Android. He doesn't like Android's UFC anti-UFC.
Yo, delete.
If there's one thing that motherfucker goes strong on is UFC. That motherfucker hates everything about UFC. Dana White.
I don't know. He has some powerful, factual, enlightened information when he argues UFC. But now I fucking remember. Twitter poll. Grab the pilot. I mean,
grab the. Alright, pause, nigga. Who need you to calm down?
I don't even know how that fucking.
Yo, you gotta watch your English, bro. This is
we did
started speaking backwards.
Did an impromptu poll. You know, there's been some heavy buzz about the quote-unquote face of boxing, one sold, Canelo Cinnamon Alvarez. He's gonna have a big announcement, I guess.
Air quotes.
Yeah, in quotes tomorrow. Which
because what the fuck is so? What is so fucking surprising about this announcement? That you have to make an announcement of an announcement.
A lot of speculation. Some people are saying it might just be a rights deal, for Azteca. Others thinking outside the box and hoping for something bigger. Pause. So we did do a poll earlier today. Got 104 votes, and about less than 7 days left. So check us out at Ringing Radio on X/Twitter. Follow us and hit that like button and vote on the poll. Anyway, so we did ask, what do you think is the big announcement for Canelo Alvarez tomorrow? We had, 104 votes, 28% saying a Jaime Munguia fight, 21% saying a Jamal Hitman Charlo fight, 25% says one Terrence Bud Crawford fight, and 26% says retirement.
All right, real quick, who y'all voted for? You first, Pilot.
I picked retirement, but I just kind of I got people were talking about, oh, maybe he's retiring, so they kind of persuaded me. I don't really believe that, but I picked retirement just for shits and giggles.
I picked retirement too because I felt like if he's not going to fight Benavidez, that's what he'll probably do.
Like a quick retirement. I mean, all the greats, well, not all the greats, but had a quote unquote hiatus retirement, and they come back in a year or two. So.
I mean,
he wanted the board to get cleared a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, I picked the Charlo fight because it's one of those things. It's always there's this things that it gets mentioned a little bit too much to me, and I can actually see that shit happening. And I definitely don't want to see it, but it might be one of those fights where
I actually don't mind the Charlo fight because I felt like at least it's like they can just get both of them out the way, like.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it was Munguia fight, at least because it would be like finally Munguia's finally stepping the fuck up and.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I would rather it be Munguia and or Benavidez, and I feel like you could still build up the Charlo fight if you have him fight somebody else and then Canelo afterwards. But
yeah, the Charlo fight to me, I wasn't really impressed with Charlo's last time out. Like Charlo needs another fight. And it shouldn't just be this motherfucker just, okay, I'm just going to go up and I'm going to fight Canelo and just he has a whole belt, the belt he hasn't defended in almost 2 years, or has been 2 years. It's been more than 2 years. It's like...
Going on 3 now.
Yeah, so I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, if that's a fight, I'm going to shit on that fight so hard because it's just like, nah. But I can also see retirement too because, this motherfucker's been fighting since he was 15. So and obviously his deal with PBC is kind of in flux because they don't know what the fuck. I mean, right now PBC is just trying to get the whole thing prime out of the ground, and as far as I know, May 4th is a date, but it all depends on what. I mean, obviously, if you listen to all the rumors and shit like that, they'll know PBC will be able to guarantee Canelo's high salary.
I keep hearing that shit, but it's like. It sounds like dude is trying to do the whole DAZN thing over again, but trying to do it with PBC. Like he wants 35 mil for Charlos and all these other niggas, but niggas is like, yo, that fight was cool, but the Benavidez fight is the real fight. We could pay you at it even more. But he don't want that. He don't want the tough fight. And the crazy thing is, I think Maul is still a tough fight for dude. I just think he'll surprise him, but it's like the fight kind of has no motion, so rightfully so, no one want to see it. I'm just one of these niggas that's like, fucking finally. So we get it out the way type shit, but yeah, I definitely would rather, I know niggas that kill me for this or something like, damn, you want him to fight the Mexicans over the black guy? Like, calm down. It's not like that. I want him to fight all these niggas. It's just the black guy was in line first.
Right.
So that's why I'm not. That's the thing, and that's why I can't be too mad at that fight. And Canelo knows this. That's why he's taking the fight, because he's like, hey, look, I'm fighting black guy. I'm fighting guy you said could beat me 5-10 years ago. And he knows that. Mm-hmm. It's like the Urban DLC Golovkin trilogy. I mean, rubber match DLC. Like you just have it waiting there. Like, okay.
Canelo beating 3 sets of brothers, and the last one being the Charles will be nasty because he beat the Cottos. He beat the Smiths. Now he beats the Lions. Now he beats the Lions. Like it's just
that would be that would. You see, you could run that, nigga. You need to work for these niggas because I mean, you have to sign a release form or something.
Yeah, this motherfucker has been beaten. I mean, he beat both Cotto brothers. He beat both Smith brothers. Being
time for him to get jumped. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga would have close to work right now.
In 2024, Munguia fights more competitive than Jamal got the talent, but he wasted prime years of his career. So his mind isn't where it needs to be on business. Just to payday. I mean, at least for Munguia, he's done something at 168, even though he hasn't done much. He's done something at 68.
And
just have the same fight over and over. Like, it's really not a. If choosing one of the, we're all gonna say Munguia because we want him to step up. With Charlo, it's more we've seen him step up before. We just want to see him active and get off more ring rust. But he didn't look bad against Jose Benavidez. But I know he would probably be a more competitive fight for Canelo if he takes one more fight first.
I'd rather see Jamal at least. I don't know. If Jamal were to fight Plant, would y'all say, he needs to fight at 168 first, or could he beat Plant right off rip in middleweight?
No, I'd rather he go right to Plant because I felt he beat the shit out of Jose Benavidez and got the ring rust, so he's not gun shy, trigger rusty. He lets his hands go, and that's the main thing you need to be on if you're working towards a Canelo fight, is to let your fucking hands go. Because a lot of these niggas, they bitch up and freeze up when they fight Canelo. So anything that keeps Maul's hands moving and sharp is good. So Benavidez was a start. If he could get Plant and knock out Plant, now the Canelo fight is looking real good. Yeah. But if you don't, it's like you still have a mystery. Like, we know technically this is the better Maul style clash for... this is the better Charlo style clash for Canelo. It's no motion behind the fight. That's it. Because I know, because Canelo knows Maul is a harder fight. He knows that. Because he knows he's gonna have to really fight, and he's not gonna get in there with a nigga in front of him that's just looking to fucking counter.
Right.
and then get frustrated. So yeah, But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens, man. I hate all these announcements.
Yeah, and it just made me a basic significant because I know, we all know Canelo has his own promotions in Mexico, and their shows air on DAZN every now and then.
We announce that shit in fucking Mexico. This ain't world news.
Shout out Jake Donovan, friend of the show, I guess. But he did say it's just going to be an Aztec announcement. I guess Aztec is a big Mexican broadcast there. I guess supposedly it's not going to be anything major. But who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it is. But if it's not major, then it'll be why the fuck you want to mention that shit in the first place? You know what I'm saying?
Try to rile everybody up. He was like, you know what? It's a slow fight week. Canelo news, the only other news was damn Wilder making excuses, for the Parker loss. But Wilder making excuses ain't no new shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Because I see that tweet, I was like, damn it, nigga. You're so unlikable when it comes to boxing training and shit, bro. Does this nigga take anything serious? He ain't do nothing for 12 rounds. I couldn't. It's oh my god.
Yeah, I was in the gym the next day. No, the fuck you were not. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, dude beat the shit out of you, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you took you took your $50 million or whatever. Fuck you went and you bought more purses for your wife or some shit like that. That's what he did.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like, you know, he wasn't like, you know, no, like, no, like, yeah, yeah. There's no video evidence of that. Like, where the fuck is he gonna find a gym after that? Like, yeah, nah, bro. Like, stop it.
What gym would let you fight? Because if you still had any more fight, you blew it and should have had it against Parker.
Right, exactly.
I'd be embarrassed. I couldn't train nobody who fought that listlessly. Damn, got me breaking out different words because that's not a word you use. Like listlessly, you don't use that word like that. So y'all made me break out words.
He seems so content and at peace after the loss too. It's like,
yeah, dude. There's no way we adding words to this motherfucker. There's no way your performance could be that listful, and then your after performance is that peaceful, and your spirit is that content. Where if I train you, you're at the gym the next day. We might honestly, yeah, you'll be at the gym fighting. You'll be fighting me, nigga.
Yeah,
because I'll be like, no, there's no way you got any fighting spirit. Shout out to Inouye. Left in you to be training after that type of performance.
Like, nah, not at all. Like, yeah, like,
yeah.
Like, bro needs to just calm down and do his training, and you know, and yeah, just get his. Because I was clear now. It's he's fine for the back because, like I said, he has 2 fights left on his Saudi contract, and I know His Excellency wants to bring him back into a big fight, but. Yeah, it doesn't. Wilder, it depends. That desire is probably gone. It's gone the second day you took that hallucinogenic supplement. So it's like, yeah. Like,
I don't even know what the fuck he be on, but it's just the only supplement I know he got is the money supplement, and that could change a lot of people. Salute, what it do, Kid Murray? I see. That's dope.
Yeah,
Anthony Manzano, what it do?
He said, "Don't use words you can't pronounce, Shuttleworth."
blame Wilder, because Wilder's performance was so out of the ordinary that I had to use a word that I normally don't use to describe it. So the listful, like
well, technically it's listless.
Listless, yeah, listless. It was a listless. It was a listless performance. Like it just screamed, I didn't give a fuck. So
yeah, I'm gonna get
blame Wilder for making me have to dig into the scholarship, the scholastic bag, nigga.